Did you hear the big news?
Russell Brand, again, he's been in the news, he's staying in the news, and he's going to be in the news for the foreseeable future until there's a new target for someone to latch onto. But for now, Russell Brand is the news. He's so much the news that just mere allegations, and again, they are just allegations to me, to you, allegedly, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. Allegedly, the newspapers that reported this, the one that broke the story, they saw the records. They saw that everything was there. We haven't seen them, and I don't see why we should take a media person's word for it that they've seen the records, that they've vetted the records. And as I was saying that, why I was asking people, because I was getting blasted on Twitter by a group of people saying, well, you have to believe the media. So why should we believe the media? Well, because you have no idea how greedy entertainment lawyers are. There's no way they would publish something like this unless they were 100% sure and had done all of the fact checking and had made sure this was accurate. It's like, well, gee, Michael Jackson mean anything to anybody? Johnny Depp mean anything to anybody? The lists go on and on for falsely accused people that were convicted in the media well before there was any trial, where they were found not guilty or exonerated. So I don't see why we should buy the story from some news article written by someone I've never heard of, saying, oh yes, we saw the records, so therefore he's guilty of this, so he did these bad things because we saw the records. They go, oh, but she went to a struggle snuggle recovery unit immediately the day after, and they did it. There's nothing that says that they tested the DNA and it was Russell Brand. There's nothing that said they even got they did any testing, let alone that it belonged to Russell Brand. They never said that in the report. We don't know. They probably didn't, because there was no police report filed at that time. And I'm not saying this is the case with the person who's making these allegations, but I've seen it happen before. I would hope very rarely, but it's very easy for someone to have something consensual, or to go in with a nefarious plan from the beginning, do something consensual, then go and say, I was raped, and just fill out and refuse. Because if you say you are and you're not, and then you file a police report and they find out that it didn't happen, you get nailed for filing a false police report. If you go in and say you were when you weren't, and then you don't file a police report, there's really no repercussions for you. And again, I'm not saying that's what she did in this particular case. I'm saying it is possible. It is at least a reasonable doubt. Just someone walks in and says, oh yes, this happened to me, and we don't know. Maybe they did a full examination and they found evidence that there was something that appeared to be non-consensual about it. We just don't know. That's the point. And people, so why would the news media report these things? Because they have an agenda. That's why.